path for the smiling Tiki. I think that might be one of my favorite things we've done in Hiva Oa. I tell you, this cruising lifestyle humbles you in ways you have no idea.
Heading out on our own with our hope in the clouds, and we're starting to see that we're onto something. Feel it coming, we'll keep running, nothing in our way. We got what it takes. Here we go, with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day, it's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
That was pretty successful. We've learned that we took the seat out of our dinghy and we got all 3 bikes in. So we took the seat out, which is really, really nice, but since we cannot charge the electric scooter, we've got 3 bikes, so we're all pedaling today. Tough day at the dinghy dock with all the boats in Hiva Oa, all the dinghies. It's not making the ferries very happy, and I completely understand. So they're just taking dinghies today out of the water and just throwing them up on the dock to get out of their way so they can work. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thanks for carrying the trash.
No probs.
We hopped in with our friends from Just Do It for a ride into town to grab some more provisions. So not too bad. Our 3rd stop at the grocery stores, but in town, that's the only 2 baguettes left. There's no more eggs. Davis got like the last 3 croissants. We did get some fresh lettuce, 2 carrots, a cucumber, and some onions. All for how much?
$30.
$30.
Sorry, I got multiple.
So we're finding you have to come to these shops daily because they get kind of new stuff in every day. But luckily we found bread. We just still haven't found any eggs yet, but they're a little more stocked than they were yesterday. So that store, we got 2 loaves. This is the first bread we've seen. So those were $5.50 each and some carambola. That was much better than I expected. We just found the last carton of eggs that is apparently on the island until the next shipment.
So we just ran the groceries back to the boat, and we're now going to Smiling Tiki.
And a quick ride back to the dinghy dock. And our friends on Just Do It are gonna take us up the mountain in their rental truck, so we don't have to schlop up in our bikes. Thank you. We found the path for the smiling Tiki. To come to a gate. Just gonna walk around this. It's supposed to be a 5-minute walk. And it is beautiful in here. You got a 50-50 chance. Get to the fork in the road, kind of veer to the right, and then if you look down here, you see a white arrow to the right, and that's where you turn. I think we may have found it. Yay, we found it. It's not the most well-marked trail. Davis, look, the smiling tiki. So what do you think of the smiling tiki?
I love it.
Pretty cool?
Yeah.
Does it look like a minion?
Yeah.
The smiling tiki is one of Hiva Oa's most bizarre tikis. Visiting it is thought to bring good luck to the rest of your journey. We found bananas. Just not sure we can get up there and get them. So we were told by the locals that we could forage from anything, any fruits or bananas and stuff we see along the road, that those were up for the taking, so we could get those. So it's not like we're stealing someone's private food. The local said that you can grab it. Papaya. Thank you.
A lot easier.
That was easier than the bananas.
Well, less painful too.
How was the bike ride down the hill? Good. Was
Did
it?
you enjoy coasting down?
I think that was the prettiest bike ride I've ever been on. It was fun going downhill. And that little, even though it's a little hike to the Smiling Tiki, was beautiful. Probably one of my favorite, I think it might be one of my favorite things we've done in Hiva Oa. So I think this is what is our last day here in the Hiva Oa anchorage. Not exactly sure where we're gonna go, if we're gonna go back to that first anchorage or if we're gonna head down to Fatu Hiva. But we've got some projects we have to wrap up today. Rob just emptied all of our jerry cans into the diesel tank, so we're probably gonna have to make like 3 runs up to the dock. There's no fuel dock that you can pull your boat up to. It's strictly lugging jerry cans. So we have 6 jerry cans of diesel, probably make 3 trips of that. Since we don't have 110-volt power, don't have use of my washing machine, and we really needed to wash clothes, and our lady that washed all of our sheets for us, she's like a 3-day turnaround time. So since we want to leave tomorrow, I'm outside washing laundry in a bucket. I'm going to take it up here because they've got water, and I'm going to rinse it out, bring it back to the boat, and then hang it up to dry. And then we've got a homeschool, and then just a couple more projects, and then hopefully we will be out of here. So one good thing of checking in with the Tahiti crew is we paid them $500 so they would do the bond or whatever for us to check into French Polynesia,
Without having to get flights out.
Without having to get flights out. It just takes some of the hassle out of it. But we also get a discount card for fuel, so we get tax-free fuel.
Tax-free fuel.
Tax-free fuel.
And a discount card for a bunch of partners.
Okay, and a discount card for a bunch of partners. The things that you do when you live on a boat. I am on a dinghy dock at a fish cleaning station, and I am doing our laundry because it's free water and we don't have to use water on our boat. I tell you, this cruising lifestyle humbles you in ways you have no idea. I've never done laundry in a bucket before, let alone do laundry in a bucket when people are walking past you, but you just learn to smile and wave, and you know, I'm just thankful to have water. Rob's slopping the diesel back. Here's our romantic date day, going to get fuel and doing laundry at the dinghy dock.
So you don't go for lunch, you go for fuel. We just got finished 3 trips to the petrol station over here. We got 90 gallons of diesel, 5 gallons of gasoline, and we spent $500.
For our last night, we joined 3 other boats and piled into a truck and went into town for dinner. I think pizza was the big hit here. Davis, what do you have for dinner tonight?
I got pizza.
Tell us about the 3 cheese pizza. What cheese did we figure out's on it? Yeah. So we ordered pizza, but we didn't know the 3 cheeses included blue cheese.
And he's eating it though.
But he's doing good. Good morning. We are leaving Hiva Oa and we are headed down to Fatu Hiva. Rob's bringing up the anchor and we're gonna blow this popsicle stand. Bye bye, Hiva Oa. How fast are we going?
We're doing 6.5, 7 knots. I've got both engines running. We want to get there in the middle of the day.
It's only about 40 miles, but we left at like 8.
We should have left at first light, but I thought I had work stuff to do, so we waited until almost 8 o'clock to leave. So we need to book it.
Waking up to the morning sun shining on my face. It's a good day to have some fun, let my troubles fade away. Roll down the windows, wave my head in the summer breeze. Only
Hi guys!
it's
Holy cow! Oh my god! That's so cool!
And the water's so clear.
How was that?
Thanks, honey. That was amazing.
You know, I just made a phone call.
favor, got some dolphins. Oh my gracious.
We just heard from Lawrence, and our inverter has made it to the United States, and he actually has it in the hands of UPS, and he says it's going to be delivered to Just Cats on Monday. So Just Cats said they need 2 days, so probably Tuesday, Wednesday, and it'll be shipped out on Thursday. We might have it by next week. Awesome.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
So the whole not having a 5 kilowatt inverter hasn't been horrible.
No, hasn't been at all.
We have a car charger that you can plug in a cigarette lighter, so maybe have one of those that we can charge our computer, like one computer at a time. With it being off, it won't keep up with the power.
And we did, you know, like we were given a 450 watt inverter that our Starlink has been running on, so that's been a blessing.
And we didn't get rid of our gas. So we kept our gas cooktop, so we're able to like
keep your gas cooktop.
just as a backup. Yeah, just as a backup. I mean, having our induction is super, super nice, and I miss the oven, but I mean, like, we've been able to live and we haven't been short of food. So, yeah, hasn't been horrible.
Waking up to the wonder, a wild world awaits. Feel the dream getting closer, and we're running unafraid. Never gonna slow down, it's time.
And we've shifted positions. Davis is going to anchor us today. We have Dad at the helm, and Mama just gets to sit back, which is kind of nice. Davis has his friend on this boat that he met in Panama. There's 3 kid boats here, which is pretty cool. You can hear the goats baying up on the hill. It's so sweet.
Gonna be such a good day. Yeah, the sky is crystal clear. Not a worry in our way. Yeah, we're smiling ear to ear. Never gonna slow down, it's time. Pick up the pace, roll the dice. Only got one life, we're on our way. We're on our way. This feeling we're chasing, we're never gonna let it go. 'Cause life's more than taking. Come on.
Our first day here in Fatu Hiva, and we are going to go on a hike up a mountain to go see a waterfall.
You don't have to be perfect. Broken bones are worth it. Waiting for to prove you're alive. No fears or regrets. Just take the jump and hold your breath. It feels good to be alive.
This is so muddy. You're traipsing through like high weeds and mud, and you're gonna slip and bust your butt, but it is epic. This is awesome. We made it! I am so proud of you. Woohoo! Do you feel accomplished? For any of you guys that are considering doing this, Davis pretty much his whole life has lived in the suburbs. We lived in the same house since he was born, went to the same school, same friends. we didn't really honestly see how sheltered of a life that the kid led until you come out here and you see these other kids who have grown up in these unschooling families, or these families who are just so much more adventurous, and these kids are so much more willing to take risks and try new things, and it's amazing. I pray that we can kind of get Davis to that point where he becomes adventurous and he's not afraid of bugs and climbing and doing hard stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, I grew up as a kid in the bayou, in the woods and everything else, coming home after dark, and to have Davis just really kind of want to sit in the neighborhood and hang out with his friends
And play video games. It's a hard transition for him, you know.
But it's a, you know, it's a different life. These kids these days, they're totally different. I mean, I guess you have to really get started early with kids being outside. So,
but you don't realize until you do something like this what a disservice you've done to your kids.
But
just by,
hey,
you know, living in the suburbs and growing up in a cul-de-sac.
We're trying to. No more cul-de-sac living for us.
No.